Hi guys.
How you doing?
Hello.
Hello.
Fine, are you?
Good.
Should we scooch up?
Yes. He's probably set it.
Oh, he probably has.
No, it's okay. Just
We good?
yeah, it's good.
Good.
It's even better now. Well, the new album is called Broken Machine, but before I go into the new album, how do you look back on your first album?
Yeah, positively.
Went quite well, didn't it?
Yeah.
I think.
So,
Yeah.
It really is, when you look back on it, where we were at that point in our lives. And it sounds cliche to say, but it's all like the whole process of it. It's like the writing songs, the recording it, what the songs are about. It's all very us at that point.
Yeah.
And now it's this next album is definitely us at this point, like 100%.
It was a big learning curve, wasn't it?
Yeah, when I look back on that first album, it very much feels like a first album.
Yeah.
Now.
It feels like quite like adolescent almost. Like we were finding our feet as songwriters, and we'd never recorded a proper album, so we were still quite fresh and
Green.
half making it up as we were going along.
We're still half making up.
Yeah, we definitely are. But yeah, I think we look back at it fondly. I think obviously without that we wouldn't be where we are today. There are obviously things that we would have changed now, but I think it's definitely like a diary entry, isn't it? That's where you are in that time of your life. So.
And lyric-wise, what state was the band in? Were you in when you look back on the lyrics for the first album?
On the first album, I feel like every song was very different because they were written over such a long period of time. Because obviously for the first album you have your whole life to write your first album and only a year to write your second album.
Yeah.
It meant that every song was very much different and very much of a time. Like we wrote, Love Please Stay was the first song written for the album, and then that and the last.
So long ago.
Yeah, and between that and the last song written for album one, it was such a long period of time that it
literally years.
Yeah. So it was kind of putting all those ideas together for album one, but I feel like album two is a lot more cohesive.
Yeah, it's definitely got more of a perspective and a what's the word, like it's cohesive, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not disjointed. The first one was pieced together over like such a long time span, whereas we were trying to.
There's a collection of songs, album one, where this is more like a cohesive album, I think.
Yeah, good way to put it.
In what time frame was this album written? How long?
Well, we basically started. Sorry. As soon as the first album was finished, like recorded, we never stopped writing. Or maybe giving ourselves like a month off. But we were writing on tour because we toured for about 2 years. So we wrote on the tour bus and in the hotels, stuff like that. So I'd say the main bulk was written on about 7 months of touring.
Yeah.
And then we had a little bit of time.
A lot of the stuff was done on the long US tours that we were doing.
Yeah.
We found ourselves going a bit mad. Like the drives were so long, and there was a lot of waiting around at venues. And if you're not keeping yourself busy and being proactive, it's not healthy. So we were trying to spend that time to like use it to our benefit. So when we came back to the UK and we got told that it's time to record an album now, we were ready to go and we weren't going to get caught out. So
yeah, we've definitely seen lots of bands and some are friends of ours who've kind of taken their foot off the gas a little bit and it's just slowed them down a bit. But we didn't want to. We wanted to keep going and keep the workload heavy.
Was it hard to keep sane for you as a band?
Keep sane,
Yes.
absolutely. I think for any band, there's definitely like challenges from everything. Like
the last year of touring season, especially for myself, was just a bit of a struggle, and it was at a point where these two were really supportive of me, which is really good.
We're all really good friends.
I was probably a bloody nightmare. Yeah. It was a struggle for me in terms of keeping sane on tour, but we got through it and we're stronger than ever. And
to be honest, it definitely
that whole area and the space.
It shaped the album a bit. So although that was hard as a band and for Conor especially.
I'm grateful for your demise.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Got an album out of it.
No, it's been. I got 4 songs, so I haven't listened to the whole album. But for example, there are many personal lyrics. I don't know if you want to discuss some of them or
Probably not too deeply.
We like to keep it open.
Yeah. What songs have you had?
Yeah.
Particles. I mean, the first line it really hits you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So was it about you?
I guess bits and bobs.
Yeah, mostly about that time.
Yeah, it was that song was literally in the epicenter of our American tours and of my kind of
that was
downfall.
the eye of the storm, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was at the eye of the
storm.
storm.
And in a weird way, that song is the most uplifting sounding and almost the most hopeful sounding.
Yeah, I think it's
song about that.
Yeah.
As an undertone, it was very much what we were feeling as a group. But this whole situation that we were going through was just, it almost like needed to happen. So it was like a
just
as like
absolutely.
For coping mechanisms.
For so many different reasons.
Yeah.
For so many different reasons. It was like a big kind of drop in our lives where we were like, well, okay, what's going on?
We need to take a step
Let's
back,
figure this out,
assess how we tour,
So
what we do,
you're right, actually.
and how we work as like a unit and friends, and what keeps us working, and how we can make it sustainable as a band and as humans, because they can get twisted sometimes, and you need to make sure that everyone's everyone's dealing with it.
How did you help each other?
It's just constant support. Like probably we did a like 7-week tour where I'd wake up every day and that's whatever I was going through. I'd be a bit of a mess and moaning about it. And these guys, especially these two, were really, really supportive of me and like just anything I needed, just to chat really more than anything. That's what I needed, like to be able to talk about it was the main thing. And just when I got home from the tour, just pushing me to get support professionally and bits and bobs like that, and that's what was really helpful from these guys. There was no kind of question about it. They were just right on my side, which was really nice.
Just like making us all like remember that there was no sort of time frame on that. Like,
and that's not putting pressure on me. And just having your friends back. Really, you're forgetting about your business and just remembering that your mates were there looking out for you.
It's friends first. That's how
what we always say. Yeah. So that was really nice, And
although it was hard, at least they were like.
Look how helpful he looks now. Look.
That was really sweet.
It was sweet.
It was really sweet.
You're so clammy.
sorry. It's quite hot outside.
At least he had 4 mates, and even our crew we're really tight.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. The crew are like family, like absolute.
They've been
like
amazing.
Parents for me on tour. It was amazing.
And what's when you started recording? When did you get that feeling back again of old friends? Doing it for the music.
Was so
we had such a good time recording.
Such a good time. I would do that month. 6 weeks over.
It was probably one of the best experiences of my life. I think
so much fun.
I'm a studio fiend as it is, and then when you're doing it for your own band, for new music that you've been working on, and we've been sat on the first album for like 4 or 5 years now, like in terms of when it was first written. So to have something fresh and to get us excited about it was it was reinvigorating for all of us. And we again, it was another like learning curve, because we were working with Mike Crossy, who's like an absolute genius, and he really, really understood what we were going for and was temporarily the 6th member of the band. So as a unit in a collective, we were just really feeling excited about it all, and it was the fast pace of that sort of it was the charm of the album, I think.
Was there a specific song that made you realize, well, we are at it again? We are.
I don't know, there was a bunch of them. Really.
Do you know what? I actually think Amsterdam, because it was one of the first ones that we worked on in the studio. It wasn't even going to get recorded.
True, it was the first song.
Yeah, it wasn't even going to get recorded at one point, and then we brought it in. And we're like, well, let's work on this, see how it goes, because it wasn't fully formed and we needed to work some things out with it. And we kind of got to a place where it was nearly done. And we were like, wow, that's come out so much better than I expected it was going to.
Why? How come?
Well, because it wasn't really fully formed. We weren't even sure it was going to make the album. It was just sort of a song we thought. Conor actually championed it, and he said, "Okay, I think maybe this song's got something."
When we wrote it, like literally, it just gave me a gut feeling. Like it reminded me of when I was a teenager and listened to like Monkey Wrench for the first time, or Go With The Flow by Queen Stage. That kind of guttural, charging chorus. That really reminded me of that, and I just remembered for months. Even if we kept quiet about it, still I'll bring it up when we get close to the studio, because I loved it. Yeah. And then when I did the verse, I think that was my first vocal take on the whole album, was that song. And I came out and I was like sweating. I was like, that was sick. I was like so happy with it.
Yeah. And the album, did it stem from a specific memory that you had over here in Amsterdam, or?
Oh, many memories really.
Yeah.
This is a place for us. It's our favourite place.
Yeah, it is.
We love it.
Yeah, I was saying to
in all of our touring, we've toured so many places. It's somewhere that we
all
really
love as a band, don't we?
absolutely love coming here, and it is something. It's so you guys have got it good.
You've got it right.
You've
You're
got
very
it right.
forward thinking.
And also
what
you're
is it then?
really relaxed and like chilled people, and the whole living style is clean and relaxed and friendly, and that, it's just everything about it. We love coming here.
I got
It's
on
so
a bus
much
the
fun.
other day. Well, I say the other day, but I got on a bus that was eco-friendly and it had free Wi-Fi.
Oh,
If that's
you were happy.
if that's not the future, then I don't know what is.
Good, yeah.
It's just somewhere that we've all found collective happiness at, really.